Hey everybody, it's Chris, and it's time for this PTO unit to go back together. Seems like enough things are apart. Shop's getting full of parts. One of the things I like to do while it's all disassembled is make sure both of these plugs work like they're supposed to. And these two plugs, when this is in the tractor, this is the top, bottom output comes out here. This top plug is the level your transmission fluid should be, 80W90 in the case of the 1855. Fill it up to here, but they do have this other plug. If you were doing stationary work on level ground, say running an irrigator or a generator or something like that, this is the bare minimum. Essentially, the transmission lube pump will still get oil when the oil is at least to this plug. But if you go up a hill or some uneven ground, it might start sucking air and you will need it to be up to there. So the best thing is just always have it. All you do is pull the plug out and add oil on these. Take this big plug out, should have a breather in it. I was able to get a new breather instead of this thing that lets water in. Screw that out. Put your oil in, that fills the whole transmission rear end. Depending on accessories and stuff, it's 10 to 11 gallons. But when it gets full enough, it'll start coming out that hole. That's full. Put the plug back in and you're good to go. So the lip side faces up like this when you got the unit facing up like this. What I do with my hammer. Oh. There it is. That's how you do it. Approved driver, 1 1/8 Craftsman socket. Deep well, of course. Dropped it. Dropped it again. Got it. Should be able to see it poking out there. Put the just trying to use a finger to center that thing up. It's got the spring pressure from the detent plunger against it. So I gotta get it where it wants to go in the seal all right. I think I got it. That could have been embarrassing. Getting these in without rolling these seals can drive a man insane. So I took a top of a 20-ounce bottle. That should, got her greased up. That should help guide the shaft in. Boy, otherwise you gotta hit her perfect. Got overhanging the bottom just a little bit. Reach around the other side and pull it out. I don't see any lip sticking out. Just some grease. I think we got it. I'm glad this bearing wasn't super tight on this end. Made that easier. See if we can get the other shaft, top shaft in there. Well, push that on through, which is what we wanted. Doesn't look like it rolled it. So now we'll do it again for real. Well, or we won't undo it after we do it. It seems to work pretty good. Lift up on this other set just a skosh. Don't want to pull it out of the seal. Got to drive a seal in that. Put O-rings right here. There is a serial number break on the size of these O-rings. So if you'll want to replace them. So I guess check the book. See which ones you need. Okay. Washer, thrust bearing, and then this. Thanks, Chris. A little grease for that initial startup before lube oil gets up there. Now the washer's sticking to the back of that. That's all right. PTO brake. Clean drum. There we go. There. Yo. There. Went ahead and got brand new separators, 721, 617, 38. They're not very expensive. That's why I went that way. I fortunately had some discs, the fibers around, because they are much more money. About it. So I gotta get this in there. There. Just needed. Ping. There. I think it is done. Pick up parts and make sure I don't have any extras. Old seals, wrenches, output shaft. Clean that up. Bearing feels pretty good on it. Clutch discs. More seals. Another clutch disc. Yeah, I'm not seeing any extra parts. Now here's these 2 bolts that go in the shift rail. Clean them up and get them back in. Then she'll be done. All right. Still have the control valve, but I think I'll just make that its own episode. So be watching for that. And thank you for watching now. We'll see you in the next one.